Hey, just a short video. A couple guys asked about my trailer and how both my X3 and this Cowie fit on here. This is a 24-foot long trailer that I got in Porter, Texas, and it's heavy duty. Take a look at the front. What I've done is I've used the front 2 feet of this for my storage box and my 30-gallon gas tank, and so I got that storage box cheap from some guy on the internet, and just bolted that down to the base. Heavy duty hitch, crank down on it. This thing had I think these are 7,500 pound axles, if I recall correct, and 10-ply tires. These are what I did do to this thing, because I had a couple close calls trying to stop this monster with 2 side-by-sides on it with my little F-150, and so I added a second set of brakes, so all 4 tires now will brake on it, which is really nice. You got the last 2 feet. It's a little bit of a drop down as usual on this thing, and of course the ramps just slide in underneath. This is not a super expensive trailer. I got a heck of a deal on it back then. I think it's about 2 years old maybe. And what I also did though is I keep this thing stored indoors. So what I did do is take some of my fence stain in a neutral, and I went ahead and rolled it on this wood, just as extra protection on there. It's got a nice spare to it. I use my jack, go back to previous ones, what kind of jack I use on my X3s and stuff if I have to change a flat or work on them on the road. Really cool little 12-volt jack that works out really good. All I did was take a roller tank and bolted it down onto the floorboards, and then screwed, and went ahead, drilled out, and screwed screws on the front side. It's never given me a problem yet. I actually have a new pump to replace on this thing, but that's the scoop. It just barely fits, as you can see. This new one has, of course, a little bit more length to it, more wheelbase, but they fit. I use these Ericsson tire tie downs and latch over. People ask about those as well. You can find those on Amazon. I like those. They really help clamp this thing down really well, each tire down, and then they have the bump stops on them to let you know exactly where, when you're in between. So and then I use some regular ones here for the back wheels, and use the bump stops for the fronts. Anyway, that's the scoop.